If you're trying to start an e-commerce business, whether it's on a marketplace platform like Amazon or on your own website, you must absolutely follow the strategy of having a badass product. If you don't have a badass product, then your life is only going to get difficult every passing week after your business goes live. So make sure that you follow these 5 principles that we are discussing so that you have an extremely smooth launch and an exponential growth in the next 6 to 12 months after you launch your business. Let's get into it. The very first thing that you need to make sure that you're doing correctly is that you must niche down. Or in other words, I prefer saying that you need to find an underdog niche. What does it mean? तो भाई देखो, अंडरडॉग नीश बेसिकली क्या होता है ना, अंडरडॉग नीश मतलब अभी एक ऐसा मार्केट जो पिछले 1 से 2 साल में बना है, राइट? The reason why this is important is because you cannot be getting into a very cutthroat competition without burning a lot of cash. So it's better to start in a very controlled market and then build your way upwards and expand upwards so that you're growing your business every quarter on an upward direction. If you start here, you'll be able to grow your business on an upward direction. Let me give you an example. Let's say I want to build a pet brand. All right. Now, one of the most competitive areas to get into a pet business is probably going to be supplements, right? So generally speaking, it would be a bad idea to start with supplements directly if you're doing e-commerce for the very first time. But if you're a experienced e-commerce business professional or somebody who has worked with e-commerce businesses, be my guest. Go directly head on. But make sure that you also, provide the right amount of capital to launching the supplements business. Generally, a business like this will require north of 30-40 lakhs of capital in the supplements category. So what I would do is I would generally advise people to start and find a product by looking at a lot of data, narrowing down to something which can become a profitable business in the next 6 to 12 months. Because what will happen is these profits will then start compounding, right? You will be able to compound these profits from whatever product you discover. For example, just for the sake of example, I'm not really, suggesting that you should go forward and launch this product directly without research. But let's say I wanted to launch a pet brand. Eventually, I want to be doing supplements because I know this is where the money is. I would actually niche down and I would start a dog backpack company, which means it could be a backpack that the pet owners have that they can basically put their pet in while they're commuting or traveling for ease and convenience. Now, that is a very small niche in India right now. But if I start there, I should be able to build my credibility as a brand while I make profits. And once I have profits coming in, I can take bigger bets. And that is the very first rule of having a badass product in the market. Of course, apart from that, you must focus on the quality, the customer experience, and have a top class product in the market. Let's go to the second point. All right. So the second point is basically an even more important one, but something that people absolutely fail at almost every time. And this is to have some real value add. See, one thing I would love to highlight one more time so that nobody really gets me incorrectly is that we are not trying to invent a niche. Okay. You are not trying to invent a product. You are not supposed to be getting a absolutely brand new product in the market. Of course, you can do that if you consider yourself an inventor, which I believe would be 0.1% of the people watching this, right? So I wouldn't advise anybody to launch a brand new product in the market. I want you to just discover a niche which is in an emerging stage and just get into it, just like you discover a emerging stock in the stock market. So what you need to do here is you need to really add some value to the product. Now that means maybe it might mean quality, better materials, better functionality. It could also mean absolutely outrageous claims which are backed by some data, some research, some certification. For example, if I'm selling a backpack, I could be giving them, hey, 10-year warranty because I believe in my materials, right? So I can give the customer a 10-year warranty. A lot of bags and luggage companies in the country and globally provide you 5-year, 7-year, 8-year warranty. They are definitely doing something correct. There's a lot to learn over there, right? Apart from that, if I'm basically selling something which can have a health claim or something that can give you some results of any kind, then you should definitely have some sort of clinical testing done or some sort of experiments done so that you can actually back that up. But you need to have some real value add, and the way to do this is to definitely do a deep research of all the products that are available in the market. Okay, you need to do a deep research. You must order samples. You must study a lot of products. Don't try to just look at a product on a software and decide that hey, you should be selling that. Right? Don't do things in a stupid manner. Do things in the correct manner. Get your hands dirty. Get the real world experience before you put any money in the business. Okay, so you need to absolutely think about adding real value. And one of the other strategies that I can advise you is to look at the customer reviews. If there are, let's say, 10,000 reviews available in your niche across all the other products which are already live in the market, I want you to read each review. I want you to read each and every review. Of course, you can use a lot of AI tools and data processing to get a sense of that. And I would totally agree with that as well. But you must go through these reviews, whether you do it through AI or manually, it is totally up to you. So that is the second point. Let's go to the third one. So the third one is again something that, in my point of view, 90% of e-commerce entrepreneurs fail at. And that is to have extraordinary visuals. You have to have extraordinary visuals. Everybody is trying to launch products right now. Everybody is attempting to launch products, which means there is a lot of noise in the market. And the only way to cut through the noise is by doing your visuals correctly and at a way higher quality than everybody else. Now, there's a lot to unpack here. To be frank, it is impossible to cover this in this couple of minutes. It's a masterclass in itself, which will take months for you to even learn. But what you need to get right is you need to get your branding right. Now, branding does not mean packaging and logo. Branding means your entire vibe of the product. How does it look? How does it feel? What kind of messaging and communication you have on the packaging and inside the packaging. What kind of unboxing experience do you have? Everything has to be on point. And for branding to be done correctly, you must hire a really good branding agency. General thumb rule here: if your investment in the business is going to be 10 lakhs, you must invest 10% to 15% of that in branding. All right. So if my investment is about 10 lakhs in the business, I might invest 1 to 1.5 lakh in my branding, and I must do that to secure this 10 lakh. Okay. This is extremely important. A lot of people are super frugal. मतलब यहाँ पे बहुत कंजूसी करते हैं लोग. कभी कभी ब्रांडिंग के ऊपर आपको सिर्फ 20K 30K में काम कराना होता है. This will put your business at risk. You will lose your entire capital because of this bad investment. So don't do that. Okay. Once your branding is correct, you must invest a lot of time and again some talent and some capital in your visuals on your Amazon website or on your own website. For example, your photography has to be on point. It can only happen correctly if your branding is done correctly. Then your listing images, all 6 to 9 of them, have to be killer. It should be the best listing images compared to everybody else in the market who's already selling. Otherwise, what are you even doing? Why are you even launching a business when you can just like browse and compare all of the different listing images and you still can't create a better set? Then you should not probably be even doing that business. And this exactly is where the fourth point comes in. All right. The fourth point is to have an absolutely incredible sales pitch. Now, you might be confused a little bit, like, how do I do a sales pitch on an Amazon website or Amazon listing or our own website, right? Well, I learned this the hard way. Okay. And I was fortunate enough to basically do some sort of sales and literally stand in front of people and sell them products. Back in the day, I have worked with Sony Bravia televisions and I learned how to sell televisions to people. Then I've worked with HP laptops. One of the high points that I had was I was able to convince a customer who had come in to buy a Mac to buy a HP laptop from me, and I got all of my incentives over there. But that's a story for another day. What I am advising you here is to have an incredible sales pitch on your digital listings, because you obviously cannot stand up and talk to the customer and sell it to them in person. So what you need to do is you have to have your entire sales pitch laid across your listing images. Okay. So you have these 6 to 9 spots. This is the hero image. And then all of these are called secondary images. You have to answer multiple questions here. Why? What? Comparison? How does it? Guarantee? Whatever makes sense to your product. All of these different images are literally like your sales pitch, right? You have to convince the customer to buy your product across these 6 different slides. It's the same on your website and on Amazon listing. But if you don't do this correctly, you will not be able to make a sale, right? Now, only in certain categories, you might just have images across them, probably in fashion and jewelry, because people just care about designs over there, right? But apart from these 2 categories, in every other category, you must have what I call as infographics, which means these images should not just be pictures of your product. These images need to be telling a story. They need to be convincing the customer. And apart from this, you also have the A+ content on Amazon. Now, if you don't know what that is, you can basically check out some information about it on the internet. But A+ content generally is all of the other creatives that show up when you scroll on the Amazon feed, right? Just open any boat listing, any nothing phone listing, any iPhone listing. You will see these images, but when you scroll vertically, you will also see some more graphics, and that's called A+ content. Okay. So you have to have incredible set of visuals and an incredible sales pitch. If you don't do this communication correctly, you will not be able to make an incredible business. All right. So the final one, the 5th one, the final one here basically is that you have to have a banger launch. How do you do that? See, before your business goes live, you must have a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day, 120-day, and 180-day plan, which means basically a total of 6-month plan. Don't expect to get rich overnight after you launch a business. The journey is going to be hard. Your expectation should be that it's going to be way harder, and only then you might feel that it is normal. Okay. But you have to have a sequence of things that you must do for the next 6 months from the day you go live. Okay. What could those be? Number one, see, of course, before you go live, you must make sure that all of the other 4 points are covered, because if these are not covered, the 5th one makes absolute no sense. Okay. You have to have them all. All right. You can't be selecting one and not doing the rest. So the banger launch should only happen when 1 to 4 are covered. All right. So you must definitely do some awareness campaigns. Okay. Awareness campaigns means influencer marketing and a small budget for meta ads. Okay. Influencer marketing and a small budget for meta ads. If you're selling on your own website, great. You can get all the traffic to your website. If you're selling on Amazon, send the traffic to Amazon. Doesn't matter in the beginning. Okay. You must have a review strategy. Reviews are not going to be coming automatically. I'll make a different video about the review strategy, which you can watch after this one. But reviews are absolutely important. All right. Nobody will buy or trust your listing when you don't have any reviews at all. Of course, if you have banger visuals, you might still get orders every day. And we do make that happen, right? We do get orders from the beginning, from day zero, even with zero reviews. And that is only possible because we work very hard before the launch, right? But even after that, we must not forget about reviews. Okay. So you need to learn a lot of ethical strategies to get reviews, like talk to your friends and family in the beginning, completely okay, especially when you're launching your first business. Make a list of people who are already waiting for your product to go live beforehand, which means that you need to focus on community development. If you focus on community development, then from the day you go live, you'll start getting orders, and in a few days, you will start getting reviews as well. Apart from that, enroll your product on Amazon Wine Program, which is generally available on Amazon USA, and that's where we focus on. So if you enroll your product in Amazon Wine Program, you are pretty much getting a guarantee from Amazon that, hey, in exchange of 30 pieces of your product, you'll get 30 reviews, right? Which is an incredible way to get reviews quickly, right? And then again, after that, you must get reviews on every cycle. Every month, you should at least get 30 reviews. Okay, at least 30 reviews. And you have to work your ass off to make that happen. Apart from that, you must also do constant awareness campaigns and influencer marketing, right? Every month, you should do influencer marketing. If you want to keep it simple, at least do 6 in the first 30 days, then do at least 3 if your budget is not too high, right? And most of them, almost all of them, can be barter campaigns in the beginning. You don't have to hire mega influencers, because you must first fix your listing and have a really good conversion rate, really good CTR before you do hire any mega influencers. So all you need is micro influencers, and micro influencers, can also work with barter. Barter means that you give them the product, they do a review for you, and both of you win. That's it, right? So that is what you need to be focusing on. I hope you learned a lot. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out this next video to learn more about how do you build your e-commerce business, and I will see you in the next one.